Hi guys, it's Sheila G here with your weekly roundup on DistroTV Desi. I have some of the top stories of the week for you, including Billie Eilish offering free tickets to fans supporting climate change, Ariana Grande giving away Tiffany's gifts during her tour, Jay Sean sharing his story about the making of Ride It, the People's Choice Awards, Katrina Kaif talking about all things beauty and makeup, some Netflix recommendations, Guru Nanak's 550th birthday, a unicorn puppy being discovered, and so much more. Yes guys, we have some of the best juice of the week, so stay tuned. You know, I love it when celebrities and those out there in the limelight use their positions to really deliver powerful messages to the younger generations. Now, one such inspiration is the sensational Billie Eilish, who's recently teamed up with Global Citizen, an organisation dedicated to spreading awareness about extreme poverty and environment issues. She's announced that she's joined forces with this organisation on Twitter, and what she's doing is amazing. She's giving her fans a chance to help protect the planet in exchange for concert tickets to some of her sellout shows. Now, it's something we don't really come across that often, right? Billie also urged her fans to sign up on the organisation's website in order to tackle these environmental challenges and create a more sustainable world. Now, it's not the first time she's shown her love for the planet. Billie has in the past used her platform to advocate for animal rights as well as a number of environmental causes. The singer also supported Greta Thunberg's climate action movement in the summer and has even said that people who wear mink disgust her. It's clear that this lady is doing everything she can to make a difference to the world out there. I mean, she's even gone as far as saying that on her tour, there'll be specialists employed to make her tour as green as possible. In her own words, there's no plastic straws allowed, the fans are going to bring their own water bottles, there's going to be recycling cans everywhere, because it's like, if something's recyclable, it doesn't matter unless there's a recycle bin, of course. So fans all over the world have been touched by this message and have tweeted how amazed they are about Billie's determination to spread awareness about climate change issues. One fan wrote, "I love how she's trying to help bring awareness to climate and economical problems while also giving us the chance to get tickets to see her. Honestly, so sweet," and then a number of crying emojis. Such a young age, she's using her talents to spell out such an important message, and I can see her continuing throughout her career and beyond. Wow, hats off to you, Miss Eilish. Speaking of superstar singers, Ariana Grande is right there amongst the divas at the top. This little beauty queen has launched a Christmas edition of the Sweetener Tour. Now, I just love the name of this tour, Sweetener. So Ariana has edited her original setlist and is including a medley of her own original Christmas songs. She's now treating fans to live versions of December, True Love, With It Till Christmas, Santa Tell Me, and Winter Things, alongside all of her biggest hits. The tour ends on December the 22nd, so Ari will be spreading the holiday cheer until then. But that's not all, guys. There are a few more bells and whistles, as they say. On top of this, Ariana is surprising concert goers with gifts worth hundreds of dollars. Now, we're not talking Primark, we're talking Tiffany's earrings and rings, as well as a whole lot more. Fans have been going crazy as during Ariana performing her Xmas medleys, she literally throws gifts to the crowd. And this stuff, by the way, is real. Fans have even posted images of what they've received, including Tamagotchis, $100 Visa gift cards, and $100 Starbucks gift cards. Each gift also includes a handwritten note from Ariana. Wow, can you imagine just being flung one of those? I mean, if you're a die-hard Grande fan, you'd probably keep it in a keepsake box like forever. Ariana's team also surprised fans with ticket upgrades from the upper levels of the arena to the pit. Now, can you imagine their reaction? Literally going from seeing Ariana as a dot to seeing her life-size. Now, I'm loving the buzz she's creating on her tour, but I think maybe if she's throwing gifts out, it should kind of fall out of the ceiling somehow with snowflakes. Maybe say fans who are sitting at the back or standing can also get something. Maybe she'll add this part in, or maybe I'll send over a suggestion. What do you think? So you know how much I love it when those classic tracks get revamped. Exactly what happened to Jay Sean's track, Ride It. I recently came across an Instagram video which Jay Sean himself posted, real candid, sitting on some steps somewhere in New York, and since it's been like 10 years since the original Ride It came out, he thought he'd share the story about this song. He tells us how he was at the signing and then this kid called Alan Sampson asked him for an autograph.
I had just met this kid called Alan Sampson. He was actually at one of my in-store signings. He got an autograph signed by me, and then he gave me a CD and was like, "Yo, bro, I'm an up-and-coming producer. I'd love for you to check out my work." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And I listened to his CD on the way back home, and I was like, "Yo, this kid is sick. He's got like crazy beats. So I called him up and I was like, yo, bro, I want to kick it with you, man. Let's write, let's work. And so we did. And we just had a vibe, man. He's an R&B boy, he's soulful, he's young, and you know, he had his finger on the pulse. And no word of a lie, his studio was in a shed. In a shed.
Now I love the way he says his studio was in a shed, in a shed, in a shed. And of course Jay was used to all the big lavish studios. Then he goes like the moment Alan played in the beat, of course with some classic Jay Sean beatboxing, ooh la la.
And we were there one day and he played me this beat and I remember just the groove. And I was like, woo, this is vibes.
Now he confirms with all of us that what's magical about this song is that it tells a story, a simple, beautiful and sexy story in a shed, in Slough with two boys kicking it.
But this time I need to feel you ride it. We're on a roll, ride it. Just lose control, ride it.
You know, that story made me smile from ear to ear, and that just goes to show that true genius doesn't have to be made in the world's plushest studios. A shed in Slough with two boys kicking it could turn into a worldwide hit just like Ride It. What a story. Thanks for sharing it, Jay. This timeless track will continue on our playlists forever and ever. 3 icons, 43 wins and over 1 billion, that's right, 1 billion votes. I'm talking about this year's People's Choice Awards, where people, the public, cast all the votes. Amongst the winners was Pink, who was crowned the People's Champion of 2019 for her work with charities including UNICEF, Autism Speaks and No Kid Hungry. With her children in the audience, she said, I know that one person can make a difference. I don't care about your politics, I care about your kids, I care about your decency and humanity and kindness. I also loved her words, stop fighting each other and help each other, which I could not agree with more. What a lady she is, and I just love the way she poses on the red carpet, classic Pink style, don't you think? The post on the People's Choice Instagram was of a very surprised looking Jennifer Aniston with the caption, shout out to the 2019 Icon winner for inspiring us all to be better every single day. Now I just loved her acceptance speech, which was full of emotion. She said, this town throws out a lot of awards, but the People's Choice, this has always been special to me.
And you have all been so good to me over the years. I love you too!
She also said, but if I have any claim to this word icon, it's because I was able to join an iconic show with an iconic cast and an iconic haircut. And what a Rachel haircut she had, with thousands of hair salons being asked to recreate that same haircut. She also said that Friends was the gift of a lifetime and that she really wouldn't be standing up there without that amazing show. Now it certainly was a huge stepping stone for Jennifer Aniston, don't you think? And I think winning this Icon Award shows that she'll always be that icon for all of us. Of course, it had to be Gwen Stefani who won Fashion Icon of the Year, and Kevin Hart, who I absolutely love, got a standing ovation when he received his award for Comedy Act of the Year, especially as it was his first public appearance in September when he had a terrible car accident. Now, he touched everyone when he thanked God, highlighting his love and appreciation for his family and children. When it came to the best reality show of the year, who do you think won? Shall I give you a clue? Do I need to? If you haven't already worked it out, let's face it, it's not rocket science. The Kardashians won the best reality show. To think they first hit our screens back in 2007 and are going stronger than ever 12 years and 18 seasons later is just phenomenal. These ladies have certainly built an empire, and quite frankly, a lot of young lasses really couldn't imagine a world without the Kardashian shenanigans. Guys, there were loads more categories and loads more winners, including Aladdin, which won Family Movie of 2019, the gorgeous Zendaya winning Female Movie Star of 2019, and can you guess which song was voted the Song of 2019? It had to be the sizzling Señorita with the equally sizzling Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. Now, I'm so glad this track won. Even my 3-year-old niece is still hooked on that song and asks me every single time to put it on repeat when she's in my car singing along to the chorus. So many winners, so much celebration. Congrats to each and every one of them. Have you ladies ever had a makeup war? You know, when you're with your cousins or sisters and even friends and you're kind of fighting for the kajal and that particular shade everyone wants to wear? Well, I came across this video on social media where Katrina Kaif speaks about her interest in beauty and makeup, but she also tells us about the makeup wars growing up with 6 sisters.
I have 6 sisters, and our bathroom and getting ready, rituals are always just crazy. It's mayhem. It's just makeup everywhere.
And I love her rule that whatever was taken from the makeup bag kind of got deported back from where they found it. Gotta use that one now when I'm getting ready with my sister. I also love the way she gives us these little anecdotes when explaining her interest in beauty and makeup. She thanks everyone who supported her with the launch of a new beauty line, for which she's worked really hard. As the beautiful diva sits there in her off-shoulder canary yellow dress, she answers the questions on a scale of 1 to 10 about how obsessed she is with makeup. Now, the way she says that obsession is mixed with necessity, I may steal that one, Katrina. Clearly, we can tell how much love and passion she has for makeup. You'd have to be, right? Being an actor and makeup being part of your daily routine.
Every woman is celebrating her uniqueness and her own individual beauty. And that's what we wanted to say with this ad film, is that it's okay to be you, however you are, and there is no standard or a particular stereotype of beauty.
K-Beauty Products has definitely got a story, a passion and real aim to resonate with all the women out there, and it's so great to see how Katrina Kaif is branching out like this. I won't be surprised if soon she launches her own line of clothing. These days, social media is bombarding all of us with perfect, fit-bodied celebs at the gym doing their thing and making it look so easy. Gone are the days of just endlessly running on a treadmill or cycling on the same spot. Now, those people who inspire us, including Bollywood divas, are showing us the importance of a variety of training, including resistance, weights, Pilates, and the one which freaks me out, HIIT training. Everyone, including Malaika Arora, stretching and bending, lifting and splitting. We can all follow what they're doing, right? Check out this video of Sara Ali Khan elegantly working those machines with a gym buddy. Did you all notice how these ladies were in perfect sync with each other? Now, if I took a gym buddy, I'm not sure we'd look this fine. Oh, and if machines aren't for you, you can always take Alia Bhatt's tip by investing in a small trampoline and just jump. Now, is she holding weights in this video? I tried on the trampoline, but sadly couldn't look this glamorous, especially as one of my jumps meant that I ended up falling over. Still, practice makes perfect, right? And this lady certainly swears by trampoline workouts. Malaika Arora also likes to change her perspective when she's at the gym. Check this out. Right, so here she's hanging upside down, right? And she's used one of my all-time favorite quotes by Wayne Dyer. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. She's made this saying quite literal, and I'm going to give this one a go, hopefully without smashing my head on the laminate flooring. Malaika's a big fan of stretching, right? And she's also included informative stuff in her post, such as the fact that stretching includes blood flow to the muscles. She certainly stretches like an elastic band, and I'm loving the fact that these Desi ladies are providing us with so many alternative ways to look and feel better than we've ever felt before. Thank you, ladies. Have you ever thought what you'll do when you're 90 years old? Okay, it's far away, but does it ever cross your mind? Now, we all have connotations of old age being linked to weakness or Zimmer frames and immobility. Well, not for everyone. Yayoi Kusama, a Japanese artist aged 90, isn't slowing down anytime soon. In the last few years, this lady's work has been spreading like wildfire, and her most recent project is an exhibition in New York called Every Day I Pray for Love. It features paintings, sculptures, and an immersive installation. It's expected to attract more than 100,000 people who will most likely queue for up to 2 hours just to experience 1 minute inside her new infinity mirror room. Now, there's apparently a floor installation called Clouds. I mean, just imagining that makes me feel all light and fluffy. Apparently, when in this room, people will see a ladder with an illusion that it continues forever. How surreal will that be? Here's a little taster for you. Feels like walking in space. Now, I've heard Kusama is the world's top-selling living female artist today, but her story is one of challenges and suffering. So she's been hallucinating since she was a child in Japan during World War II, painting what she sees since 1950s. She also spent the 1960s in New York City creating art, protesting the Vietnam War, and after several suicide attempts, she voluntarily moved into a Tokyo psychiatric ward. Now, she's lived there ever since, and that's a story and a half, right? She's certainly a fine example of a woman who's overcome countless obstacles, and she proves that age should never be a barrier. I mean, she's literally at her peak and she's 90 years old. I can't wait until her work comes to London and I too can be a part of this extraordinary experience in an infinity room with an endless ladder. I mean, can you just imagine? That would be pure escapism. What a genius she is, and I salute her for the artist that she is and for sharing her work with the world. Okay guys, so being a bit of a Netflix nerd, if there is such a thing, I'm always looking out for amazing movies, documentaries and series, of course. So the most recent documentary, which has been getting a lot of hype, is Maradona's docu-series entitled Maradona in Mexico. Now, the trailer had football fans around the world quite hyped. Check it out.
Los esperamos el viernes para vivir una gran noche de fútbol con toda la familia. ¡Mua!
Now it's out, and it certainly seems to be living up to its expectations. It shines light on the troubled footballer as he heads to the Culiacan, the heart of the Sinaloa cartel, to save the local team, the Dorados, and maybe himself too. Now, when I heard about this, I thought, isn't it ironic that despite Maradona's history with drug abuse, the footballing icon has chosen to manage a team in the heart of cocaine country? As the trailer shows, Maradona is fully invested in the team and is doing everything he can to help them. After all, if he's been immersed in the whole drug world and managed to dig himself out of it, of course this mighty man can keep the Dorados protected from the world of the cartel, right? Quite a big task, but not too big for a man who's often been referred to by football fans as a god. Now, it could be argued that no other player in the history of football could do the things with the ball that he could, right? Okay, so some would disagree and claim that Lionel Messi is out of this world and his professionalism is far superior to his fellow Argentinian superstar, but ask any person in Argentina who's more loved. Now, we have to remember that throughout his career, the star was called El Pibe de Oro, which translates as the Golden Boy, a name that has stayed with him throughout his career, and I'm sure he shared his golden secrets with the local team he coaches in this series. Now, this is a recommended watch, not only for footy fans, but for those who want to witness a legend using his skills and knowledge to lead a team to success. All 7 episodes are available to stream now. This means you can binge watch the entire lot in one sitting. So guys, what are you waiting for? Get streaming! Netflix also loves to tease us with upcoming movies and series, doesn't it? I've come across so many posts this week about the new Netflix series Selena, and I simply cannot wait to watch it. It's been all over social media. When I first saw images of the late Selena Quintanilla, it reminded me of her story, which touched so many people. A flourishing, successful singer who was shot and killed when she was only 24 years old. Jennifer Lopez starred in the movie back in 1997 and her performance was so captivating, but now it's been announced that for the Netflix series, Christian Serrato from The Walking Dead has been cast to play the role of Selena. Oh my, what a perfect fit she is. The official trailer is out and what a tease. This 1-minute video opens on a shot of a woman who looks very much like legendary music icon Selena, rehearsing lines from a script that is clearly about Selena's life. Now, the woman then puts on Selena's lipstick and iconic purple jumpsuit before strutting to a soundstage and singing Como la Flor. Then she's called off stage by a voice who calls her Christian. This is, of course, Christian Serrato rehearsing as Selena Quintanilla. It's not like any other trailer, it's more of a behind the scenes and leaves us yearning for more. I think the whole point of shooting something like this is for Netflix to convince us that Serrato has immersed herself in the role so fully that she has become Selena. But can she live up to the gripping performances we saw from J-Lo? Well, you'll all be glad to know that Christian won't be lip-syncing like J-Lo did. She covers Selena's songs in her own beautiful voice, and quite frankly, only time will tell if Serratos can match up to the queen of Tejana music. I can't wait for this emotional tale to be unfolded before our eyes. Last week, Sikhs around the world were celebrating 550 years since the birth of Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh religion. It was all over social media and this topic was trending with heartwarming posts from temples, homes and pretty much everywhere. Now I love this post from Boris Johnson on his Twitter account.
Jiki Fateh, I would like to send my best wishes to all Sikhs around the world on the occasion of the 550th anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the founder of the Sikh religion.
His accent is pretty good, isn't it? He thanks all the community services Sikhs have contributed to the world, including the provision of free meals. Even Jeremy Corbyn posted a moving video.
Founding values of the Sikh religion are values that also mean so much to me. and to my party, the Labour Party. Sikhs, of course, have made a vital contribution to the Labour Party, to this country and to the world.
Now, I love this video so much, especially the personal element and the history behind this special Gurdwara in Shepherd's Bush. He also states how proud he is that Sikh MPs are sharing these heartwarming qualities for Labour, including Preet Gill, who is the first ever Sikh woman MP. He then mentions Desi as the first ever Sikh MP to wear a turban and someone who champions for human rights and justice for all. It ends with a real community feel, wishing Sikhs around the world, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Now, I just love both these little videos and so many more all over social media. And I think it's great that the BBC Asian Network shared this video, which in just over 2 minutes explains the importance of this day. Now, it includes the story of Guru Nanak when he reached enlightenment and how he travelled across India for 3 decades, crossing over to Tibet and then the Middle East to preach his message of God. His teachings were based on equality and he wanted to share 3 fundamentals: pray, share and make an honest living. What a powerful message, and how amazing to see that for the first time ever after 72 years, Pakistan's government granted visa-free access for Sikhs to make the pilgrimage in one of the holiest shrines in Islamabad. Now, when I saw these images, I was totally blown away. It showed that when communities come together with love and gratitude to remember the birth of someone who spread such a powerful message in the world, that any obstacle is possible to overcome when you pray, when you share and when you make an honest living. Right guys, so I never thought I'd witnessed a war between nurses and McDonald's staff on social media. Well, it's all stemmed from McDonald's workers going on strike demanding higher wages and better contracts. So the current national minimum wage in the UK for those over 25 is £8.21. But workers are now demanding that at least £15 an hour should be paid. The striking workers are taking a cue from the Fight for $15 movement in the United States, a proposal that was once considered a long shot, but which has gathered significant momentum. And some workers are also demanding a guaranteed 40 hours a week. So of course Twitter's gone mad. Loads are comparing McDonald's workers to nurses like these. And then there are others complaining about how hard they have to work and how little they get paid. This lady's tweeted, "I'm a support worker with adults with learning disabilities and acquired brain injury and work 50+ hours a week for £8.21 an hour. It's such a hard, challenging job and McDonald's workers want £15 an hour?" So this guy kind of summed it up with the overall issue being pay in general. McDonald's workers deserve a pay rise. NHS workers deserve a pay rise. Teachers deserve a pay rise. Retail workers deserve a pay rise, you guessed it. Police and firemen deserve a pay rise. In conclusion, everyone deserves a pay rise, no matter where you work. And then there are those meme fans, right, who've posted memes like these. Oh boy, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna solve it? Okay, so my take on this is that just because McDonald's is unhappy with wages and has gone on strike, that doesn't mean that any other position is less worthy or should it be paid just as much per hour, does it? I think people are taking this way out of context and way too personally. I mean, there's absolutely no need for all the foul language I've seen flying around. I'm sure there'll be some sort of compromise, right? In the meantime, guys, you may find some of the drive-through Mackie D's maybe a bit short-staffed or staff members giving you a bit of the odd frown, but don't take it personally. They're just annoyed and so they have a right to be. Just imagine though, if their wishes are granted and they do get paid £15 per hour, there could be a huge demand in job applications for McDonald's. Tesco staff may change over, nurses may begin flipping burgers, and well, it could be a whole chain of premium McDonald's service. Whew, that'd be a sight for sure. And my final story of the week is gotta be my favorite. Now, if you didn't know already, I love unicorns despite the fact that they're legendary creatures. And many of you know I also love dogs, so you can imagine my excitement when I came across the news that a unicorn puppy has been discovered. Yes, guys, a unicorn puppy. So the unicorn part comes from the fact that it has a little tail, a bit like a horn on its face, literally where you'd expect the horn on a unicorn. This little fella is called Narwhal, and oh my, images of him made me smile from ear to ear. Narwhal was rescued from the freezing streets in the US by Missouri-based non-profit Max Mission. They've since discovered that he can't wag his tail and that it doesn't really seem to be connected to anything else. It's just like an extra facial feature. Just look at those adorable eyes of his and he's totally unfazed by this little tail. Now, in a post on its Facebook page, the non-profit organisation said this is a true experience of having extra parts during assembly. I've heard he'll soon be up for adoption when he's a little older, and I'm sure there'll be a queue of dog lovers wanting to adopt this little fella. What a work of nature, making this dog the coolest dog ever. Now I wonder if this means a possible future breed of unicorn dogs. It's possible, right? I don't think anyone would complain. We'd just be surrounded by an amazing world of magic, miracles and enchantment. Now I think I've been reading too much fiction, but hey, there's no harm in dreaming, is there? That's it from me for this week, guys, but I'll be back next week with some more highlighted stories of the week, including an Eastern flavour. And if you guys have any suggestions for next week's stories, just DM me at SheilaGOfficial and I might just give you a shout out. Don't forget, you can watch us on distro.tv/Desi, or you can stream on Fire TV, Apple TV, and even Roku. You can also enjoy a whole range of free content on your phone by downloading our app from the iPhone and Android stores. And you'll be wowed every time for sure. See you soon.